Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So today I have for you a requested deck by, I believe Bob was his username. He asked me to try one more thing with Lightsworns, using Elemental Hero Neos, his fusions, and Miracle Contact. I also threw in 2 Contact Out from the rank up rewards that you can get now. The normal cards, there's really not a lot of cards that are that good, so picking up Contact Out to test it out seemed like a good idea. Basically this can return one of your Neos fusion monsters to the extra deck and special summon the materials from your deck. The important thing to know though is that it does not work with Elemental Hero Neos Knight, and that is because it uses a generic warrior type monster, so you need to have specific name monsters on the fusion like this other 3 have in order for you to special summon them from the deck. And it's really cool because instead of losing your monster at the end of the turn, you can use tag him out for the materials, so that works out. Now this is a meme deck. I do want to say that at the beginning, it's not very competitive. If you guys want to try out a more competitive Contact Out deck, I definitely recommend that you guys check out my boy Playmaker. He's got a video on it and it's really good. It's a lot more consistent, I think, not as memey as this. But anyway, let's get into the deck list real quick. So we have 2 Contact Out, 3 enemy controllers, 3 Miracle Contact. You guys already know what that does. We got 2 Elemental Hero Neos. For the fusions, we have 2 Aqua Dolphin, 1 Hummingbird, and I threw in 1 Flame Scarab just so to have variety in the extra deck. I also threw in 1 Cross Border because if you mill this with your Lightsworn monsters, you can add 1 new Spatial monster from your deck to your hand, so you can get a nice +1 if it gets milled by your monsters, which is kind of cool. The Lightsworn engine is the basic engine I've been using, 2 Lilas and then the 3 Jane Lightsworn Paladin, who need no introduction. You guys know what they do. And I'm running the Tie That Binds basically because I had space in Jaden and I don't have restart in Jaden. I thought I had restart, that's why I started building it here, and then I just had to go with the Tie That Binds, which actually worked out pretty well, especially when you summon all 3 monsters from Storm Neos with Contact Out. But let's go ahead and get into this quick replays. And by the way, I don't know if I said it already, but I'll have Playmaker's video in the description if you guys want to check that out. So we're going up against Pegasus, Mindscan Pegasus. I pick up Lila at the beginning, which is always nice. You want to be able to mill, your deck from the beginning. We see Amazon is Swordswoman, which was a little odd. I try to destroy the back row and he activates Divine Wrath, which I did not understand at all. I lose my Lila, but that's fine because I can Contact Fusion into my my Aqua Neos. Now I made a misplay here. I should have waited to instead of activating Aqua Neos effect, I should have activated Dolphin's effect, because Dolphin lets me look at the hand and then pick a card. If they have a monster, I pick a card. Aqua Neos destroys the card regardless, but it doesn't let you look at the hand. So because of that mistake, he's able to survive with Sphere Grivo. Otherwise I would have won the game right away. But I'm still in a very good position. I pick up Jane, go for the Tie That Binds once again, and then I win the game this turn. So it just would have been a quicker game had I thought about what to do with my effect, but I immediately went to activate it. We got a Yummy Yugi, Trill Cosby. we have a good starting hand. Anytime you can have your miracle contacts at the beginning of the duel, it's perfect because you know, there's a lesser risk of you milling them out, and that's mainly where this deck is not as consistent as it could be. Obviously you have no control of what you're milling, so if your spells go, it really messes with the rest of the deck. So I have 2 Janes on the field. I'm milling a lot of cards, which is, it's a good thing since I have the 2 miracle contact, and we see ice barriers. I didn't want to attack with Jane because I didn't want to give him the destiny draw, even though they still had triangle already, which kind of sucked. But because of contact out, I knew I had game right here. I go ahead and go into the Aqua Neos once again, destroy a monster, activate contact out, bring back Elemental Hero Neos. I'll leave the animation for this one. Oh, that's actually very cool. And I bring back my Aqua Dolphin, which is gonna help me with the econ take. Kind of a cheesy win, but I mean, they were using ice barriers, so I don't feel bad for them. I think that was Yami Yugi, so now we got Yugi Moto. That's one really cool thing about contact out, is that you can use the weaker monsters to just econ take and finish the game that way. "25 card restart." They're going first. Oh, we see the Fire Kings. Very nice play, starting with the Fire King Yashka, going for Goka, and I'm assuming they destroy a yeah, they destroy a Phoenix, so very good starting hand for them. Now I took a huge gamble here by just summoning Jane. Obviously I couldn't really do anything else, but I was hoping to mill one of my 2 Neos, and I was also gambling that he wouldn't top deck a monster, otherwise I would have lost the game immediately. But they had such a good hand that there was really nothing else I could have done, or another way to play it. He uses Goka's effects, so I am able to survive with 700 life points. I use my Miracle Contact to go into my Neos Knight, get rid of both monsters, and now, you know, the tables turn pretty much with just 1 fusion. Even though I'm not doing any damage with Neos Knight, being able to attack twice is super clutch. We see another Kirin. I just destroy that. And now I'm just waiting to pick up another Elemental Hero Neo so I can go into another one of my contact fusions. I use the tie that binds. Check his hand out. And I have 2 enemy controllers, so I can afford to play it a little risky. You know, summoning those 2 weak monsters. We see him search out an Yashka, and then he destroys the Fire King Island, which I guess it's fine since we did see that he has another one in hand. And here I had game because I had the enemy controller, but I pick up Elemental Hero Neos so I can BM a little bit using the fusion. There we go, nice and easy. I say nice and easy, but I got super lucky at the beginning. That was a weird hybrid deck though. They were using Fire Kings, you know, with Phoenix, and they also had some Jurak cards and the Kirins. Definitely a lot of stuff going on in that deck. Now we're going up against Dark Magician. I'm recording this before you guys get to see the Dark Magician deck, so I still don't know what you guys thought about my version. But here I start with Jane, which is, it's always good to start with one of my Lightsworn monsters, like I said, in this kind of decks. We destroy the Jester, he gets a Dark Magician, and unfortunately for me, I mill 2 spells instead of milling monsters. And I guess I'll leave this animation too. Very cool. Nice. I have the enemy controller, but I decided to save that in case I have any econ take play for game. We see the floodgate immediately. So I go Miracle Contact, go into my Neos Knight, using the Jane and the Elemental Hero Neos. I don't think I mentioned that, but Jane being a warrior really goes well in this deck. Destroy the Dark Magician. He knows I can't damage him, so he's not worried about losing. I get my Hummingbird, so I'm gonna get a ton of life points back. We see Ancient Rules number 2. I let him destroy that, again saving my enemy controller for the Econ Cheese play. Pick up another monster that can attack. Check for a Kuriboh real quick. And now I can Econ take, finish him up with his own Dark Magician. You gotta love those Econ take plays. And for this last duel, we went up against Seto Kaiba. This was kind of a long, drawn-out duel, and I actually made a couple of misplays. I'll point them out. Peak performance. This was very, very odd. And you guys will see what he's running with peak performance. Sets a card, sets a monster. I'm just waiting for one of my Lightsworns, and then I see Harpy Ladies. I was shocked. I was like, why would you use Harpy Ladies without Harpy's Hunting Ground? But we see the anti-magic arrows, which is fine. I wasn't gonna protect my cross border, and I wanted to save that enemy controller anyways. So very important here. After my cross border got sent to the grave, I was able to pick up Hummingbird. So now I have all that I need for my Storm Neos, and I pick up Contact out. But this is mistake. This is a mistake right here. I got distracted. Oh, it's okay. I activate my effect, which is gonna destroy all spell and traps, including my own. And what I wanted to do was chain enemy controller to flip over Harpy Lady Dancer, because it's gonna be at 1000 defense, so my Hummingbird was gonna be able to destroy it with the tie that binds. But I forget to chain my card, and I'm still going through the play that I had set up in my head, so I still summon all my monsters in attack mode, and then I realized, oh crap, I didn't activate enemy controller, so I'm not able to destroy the Harpy Dancer. Instead, he goes for Swift Berman Joe. I take a ton of damage. Luckily for me, I have the Hummingbird, so I can get some of that back. Destroy the Birdman, and at this point, we're both just kind of top decking. We see Birdface. I get some more life points, and I was thinking of going for game here with the enemy controller in my hand, but he has Draining Shield, so that's just gonna, you know, prolong the game even longer. Destroy the Red Eyes. No reason to give him a Harpy Lady for free. He picks up Tribute to the Doom. So I go ahead and Econ take, so I don't take any damage. I could have switched to defense mode, but it doesn't matter. It's same attack, same defense. And then I pick up Jane, which is super clutch. He's gonna get a Harpy Lady. Cyber Harpy Lady right there. And then he also top decks an enemy controller. Luckily for me, I had drawn into one earlier, so I'm able to save my Jane. And this was a super risky play, but I'm gonna explain to you guys why I did this. I had to summon Lila, even though together those two monsters are gonna mill 5 cards from my deck. But if I didn't do that, I was gonna mill 2 cards from my deck with Jane, and I wasn't gonna do any damage. So I had to go for the damage, cut his life points in half to give me a chance to win next turn. If he top deck a monster, hopefully I could deal with it. If he top deck a Speller Trap like he just did, I have my Lila to destroy it. And now that there's no threat, I just go for my Elemental Hero Neos, a little bit of BM, finishing the game. But that was super close. finishing the game with no cards in deck. And that is it for this meme deck. Like I say, don't take it too seriously. It was just one of those decks that I start making, you know, when someone requests them. I actually had a lot of fun with it, but I know that it's not super competitive. So hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. Link's going to be down in the description, along with my PayPal link. If you guys want to support my channel and my content, really appreciate that. And till next time.